PokeLiv here, and welcome back to the channel. With everything going on, things are just insane. With the release of Destined Rivals on Pokemon Center, to no one being able to get yet another set, to price points being absolutely insane. People want to leave the hobby, and honestly, I don't blame them. So I've put together a video today with 10 cards that are under $100 that you can afford. So don't be paying these insane new prices with all these hyped up sets. Let's go back to the root of Scarlet and Violet and just get started at where it all began. Ignore everything going on. To see prices be this high for brand new sets is so wrong, and I hate what I'm seeing. So don't worry, I'm trying to help you guys. But before we go any further, make sure to drop a like on the video if you've been enjoying this. So starting out with Scarlet and Violet base set, gorgeous arts. Of course, so it is a base set, never really does well. My pick is going to be this Gardevoir EX. Beautiful card. I bought this for so cheap, and I absolutely love this card, guys. It sparkles, it's fun. I love Gardevoir. For 48 bucks, you could grab this card. This is how you can build a collection right now. That's why I wanted to do 10 cards, kind of just starting from the root of Scarlet and Violet and progress. Next up, we have Paldea Evolved, one of my favorite sets, hands down, in Scarlet and Violet. I was so torn between Iono, Raichu, and Tyranitar, but I'm going to have to pick Iono. Now, there's a reason. I also do just love Iono. We get that Pikachu in there, that Eevee. With a price point at 64 bucks, you really can't go wrong just buying this card raw. But Journey Together, the hyped up new set, features Iono in it. So I do think that Iono might go up from Paldea Evolved as we progress into the sets. Now, next up, we have Pokemon 151, literally my favorite set in Scarlet and Violet. It was so tough picking between Blastoise, Mew, Venusaur, Zapdos, but I'm going to have to pick Venusaur. This card just sparkles. If you haven't seen it in person, it is a must-have for your collection. $73. I know it's getting pretty expensive, but these price charts are kind of doing crazy things, but they're staying around the same range. Gorgeous card. I love Venusaur, and I do think that this card will be very valuable someday down the line. Next up, we have Paradox Rift, super underrated set. I loved Paradox Rift. I was so torn between Altaria, Roaring Moon. I even love that Steelix. Groudon climbed over $100, which I am here for it. I am hyped up. Such a cool card. I bought that for so cheap when it first came out. But my pick is going to actually be the Altaria. I know a lot of you guys that watch my streams probably would have thought I'd pick that Roaring Moon, but I'm going to go with Altaria because it's gorgeous. It's very bright, it's vibrant, it's blue. It has that really pretty sparkle to it. Definitely get your hands on one of these cards if you can. For this price point right now, I really don't think it's going to get any cheaper. I think maybe we'll stay somewhere in the 60s, maybe even low 70s for a little bit. Gorgeous card, definitely worth having. Next up, Paldean Fates, our shiny set. That Mew is so expensive right now. That shiny Charizard is so fun. I love it. It's just a gorgeous card. We have another Iono. Not the best one, though. We have our baby shinies, which I personally don't love. But my pick is going to be, again, a Gardevoir. Shout out Gardevoir for really just coming through in this video. This card is climbing. It kind of did some crazy things. If you guys actually pick up any of these cards, take a look at what the charts did all the way from a year back. They do crazy things. Kind of goes way up, way down, way up, way down. But we're staying around the 80s to 90s. I would definitely get this card before it climbs over 100. It is beautiful. Trust me on that. Moving on, we have Temporal Forces, another underrated set. Prices are really staying all under the hundreds, except the Raging Bolt. Shout out Raging Bolt. I love that Pokemon, and I love that card. Walking Wake, Iron Crown. We have Mori's Conviction with the Gengar. Shout out my boy Gengar. But my pick in this set, I'm going to have to say is Ghastly. This Ghastly is so fun, and everyone knows this Pokemon. It's nostalgic. It's a great feeling, just thinking back on these ghost type Pokemons. And of course, I'm a little bit biased because I love Gengar, but I would get it right now before it climbs. Really fun card. You have all of the evolutions in here. You even have classic Gengar sticking out the tongue. You have little Meowth laying on the ground. Such a fun card with the Ghastly evolutions. I am just here for it. Next up, we have Twilight Masquerade. That chase card is so unbelievably expensive. I could not afford buying that. The Tatsugiri is cool, very cheap. The Blood Moon Ursaluna. The Chansey was so cool with the Snorlax, the Chansey, the Psyduck, the Bellsprout. You have a little Ditto. So much going on in there at the Pokemon Center. Just didn't do well. This is honestly a card I would love to pick up when it's this cheap. I can see that going up a little bit, but my pick is going to be the Eevee. I'm not the biggest Eevee fan, but I know it's so popular. Sitting around 75 bucks. It's definitely climbed. I know this chart looks like it's really going down, but if you guys trust me, if you go through it over the span of, the past 6 months, 3 months, it does do some crazy things. It is climbing. Actually, it's staying around somewhere in the 70s, but it is slowly climbing month to month. Just a lot of Eevees. I wish they threw some other Pokemon in there. Next up, we have Shrouded Fable, a set that a lot of people hated, but one positive is that you can still find it. And there are some cool hits in here. The Cassiopeia dropped a lot. I was really torn between the Houndoom and the Persian, but my overall pick, I'm going to have to say, is going to be this Persian. Definitely a fun card. I love that the Persian is looking in, you can see the reflections looking out the window. You have the curtains. Just kind of fits. It's kind of like elegant type Pokemon. 55 bucks. I would definitely grab it. I've seen it around at conventions and shops, and I constantly ignore it. It's going to be one of those cards that ends up climbing, and I will regret not buying it at some point. So definitely would be my pick in Shrouded Fable, and it's a Pokemon that people know. That's one plus about this one, so I can see it long term doing a little bit better than what we've seen it do, although, guys, it has jumped. And our next set, Stellar Crown, another set that people didn't really care for. I would say everyone's pick would be either the Squirtle or the Bulbasaur just because they're OG Pokemon. But my pick is going to be that Terapagos. You've definitely heard me mention this card in the past. I know that Squirtle and that Bulbasaur are OGs and they're really, really fun cards. But this Terapagos is beautiful. If you don't have any cards with a rainbow border, I think this is your opportunity. I literally just bought this last month. 66 bucks. I mean, it is dropping, and I do think that it's a card that will go back up in the future. The only reason why it's not that expensive, I think, is just because of the Pokemon. People don't really like Terapagos, but if you play the game, you might feel a little bit differently. I know people on my stream love this Pokemon, so it is really a beautiful card, and I can't wait to see what it does. Now, ending with Surging Sparks, guys, I am going to be leaving out Prismatic Evolutions and Journey Together because they're just so unrealistic. This Pikachu is kind of where everything started to go really bad in Scarlet and Violet, but don't worry, there's still some cards in this set that are beautiful, under $100 that you could afford. Now, I was stuck between the Hydrangea or the Executor, but this is going to be my pick. I like Executor. It's just a Pokemon people are very familiar with. Taking a look at this chart here, 57 bucks. This is going to be a card that I try and find. I just want to buy a single card of it. I'm not ripping any Surging Sparks packs. All of these sets are just so unbelievably expensive. That's why I want to make more videos like this that highlight ways that you can still collect just a little bit differently. We can't just go buy boxes in stores and rip and try and hit these hits, but you can just buy the single straight up for cheaper. Think about it. If you open a box of cards and you don't hit it, now you're out of that box and you still didn't get the card. So don't give into these prices. There are ways to be a collector in this crazy market. I will try try and highlight more of my favorite cards from Scarlet and Violet that are just underrated, people aren't looking at, that I think have a chance at doing well down the road. And even if they don't, they're awesome cards and they're so fun to have and look at. I love the ones that I have here, and I will be chasing some of these. Drop a comment and let me know if you liked any of the cards in today's video, if you have any, or if you are chasing them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.